Hello everyone, this is Badar Boy, and today we're playing Frostpunk. Press any key to start. And today we're going to play the refugee scenario. So let's read it. The city of the generator was reserved for the wealthy. We seized it so we could build a city where people are equal. But can we accept everyone who comes to seek shelter? And here we start. By the way, it's all on medium, normal difficulty, everything. So, here we are. Now, before we start, I just wanna say something. Catch you up on the lore of Frostpunk. Basically, in the late 1800s, the world got very cold. So, the British Empire and other countries like the United States and France built these generators in the North Pole because of the core reserves that are used to fuel these generators, thus creating small cities to withstand the apocalypse if the frost ever arrives and covers the earth. Now the worst does happen and the earth becomes a frozen wasteland, and basically everyone get on these big ships, the dreadnoughts, and sail towards the North Pole to reach these generators. Now those generators were built by workers, not the workers to be used for the wealthy and powerful, for the rulers of the world. And these workers were lied to. They were promised to have safety with their families in the generators, but then they were kicked after the building was completed. During the building of the generators, thousands of workers, that's what the game says during loading tips, thousands of workers died because of malnourishment, freezing temperatures, and even accidents while building these massive generators. So, here we go, the refugees. We were condemned to die with the rest of the common folk when London was destroyed, but we rose up. We commandeered the ships that were meant to carry the wealthy to safety and sailed north. Here we found a generator and claimed it for ourselves. Now we must gather all our people in this new city before the lords arrive to rob us of our freedom again. We will never submit. Here we are striving to build a socialist city. Well, not socialist, between quotations, socialist. So here's the generator and our city. Alright, save our people. This is our first task. After the ships we stole from the lords got stuck in the frozen ocean, we head out in small groups towards the generator. Most of our people are still on the trail. They have less than 2 weeks of supplies and the weather is getting worse every day. We must do everything we can to make sure they all get here safely. Alright, so let's pause the game. Now this is our lovely generator. The generator requires coal to activate, and we already have like 500, so we don't have to worry about it at the beginning. And let's put it to steam level number 1. As you can see, the animation over here, like you turn it off, there's nothing. You turn it on, yeah. Alright, now let's just talk about the layout. You see, this is a frozen wasteland. We have coal. It will last us about 3 days. We have wood, steel, steam cores to build buildings, and automatons, which are like big spider-like metallic creatures that are fueled by steam. Yeah, and this is a steampunk universe, and actually the creators of the game, who are also the creators of This War of Mine, I just recently noticed that. I'm an idiot. Anyways, we have raw food and we have food rations. We make food rations by raw food, the usual. Here we have the calendar and how's the weather gonna be like for the next few days. We have also the temperature in degrees Celsius. Now you can see it in Fahrenheit too if you change it for the Americans. As you can see, here's the weather layout. We have comfortable, livable, and chilly. Then you have cold, very cold, and freezing. We have the discontent and hope bars. We need to keep hope up all the time and discontent low all the time. Here we have the problems of our people, building, research, laws, and economy. We're gonna talk about this as we go on through the game, but just to say something about the steampunk universe of this game. The developers wanted to make steampunk to have a meaning. Why is this word a steampunk word now? The world, by the lore, depending on the lore, following the lore, the world pushed for steam energy and like, you know, steampunk machines, like the machines that fit the steampunk aesthetic and all, because the world needed this steam energy to keep them warm during the frost. So yeah, it makes sense that to combat the freezing end of the world, the people will naturally go for burning coal and using steam. That's why here steam makes sense. And by the way, to immerse myself in this gameplay even more, I'm playing while my AC is on and my feet are literally freezing. I cannot move them. Wow, immersion now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to assign people on wood crates. We do not have a lot of people, so we need to assign what we have to get wood first and foremost, then we can get steel. Now we have homeless people. We're going to build tents once we have enough wood, and we will begin research once we build a workshop. But now, first thing, also here's the economy. They tell us about everything we have, from coal to wood, how much we are using, how much we're producing, all that stuff. Now here we go to the book of laws. Oh, and before we go there, here's the employment, and we can search to people by name. Now let's check the book of laws. Alright, so in the book of laws we have two sides. We have the purpose and the adaptation. Now we'll start with the purpose. Let's talk about the purpose. Purpose is to give people purpose, a hope. It's basically laws that lower discontent and make hope rise. So what's going to be the purpose of our city? Shall we go with establishing religion, or should we go with order and discipline? Now, because we're going for all this socialist aesthetic, I think I'm going to go with order, but not yet. I want to really stay away from this branch of laws as far as possible, as late as possible. I want to make those, because these aren't particularly good stuff, you know. People being arrested here, people being whipped there, and if we go for full extremism or fanatism, we can start executing people, which is suffice to say kinda messed up. But we have also adaptation. How will this city adapt to this new world, to this new reality? We can have more shifts, emergency shifts. People would work 24 hours. We have fighting at arenas, add sawdust to the food, or make soup. We can do amputations or keep people alive, cemetery, or just dig holes in the snow and throw people in them. Now we can also do child shelters, which will give us a permanent hope, but at the same time we kinda need more people to work with us. So I'm going to go for child labor, for safe jobs. There aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses and hothouses. Now, as you can see, hope will fall. Now, discontent didn't rise, but we do have now more people we can put in the workplace. So, we can maximize the children in steel. Wait, why don't we have enough? But we can maximize steel with children. Everyone needs to do his job, kids. And now, seeing all of this, I think we can impose and go for very fast. Yeah, shut up, Benjamin. We told all day, and now the kids have to work too. Lack of shelter, we're gonna be building shelters, but not right now. We need every boost we can. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter, so alright, so here you have the people's needs. You can either promise them like small thing, I'll provide shelter for 21 people, or very big promises like I'll shelter everybody. Or you can say I will not address this right now, which will cause discontent to rise. Now if you promise a promise and do not fulfill it, discontent will rise and hope will fall. So you need to be careful what you are doing. And if you know how to, if you know you have the capacity to fulfill a promise, but I have the capacity to provide shelter for everyone, I need to build 5 tents. And since I do have the capacity, I'm gonna start building right away. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's more than enough for me. Also, I need to build a workshop as soon as possible. And I need a cookhouse. Over here. Alright. For the time being, this is enough for us, so let's put it on very fast. But as you can see, the discontent is going slow and slow as I am housing people. And we can now introduce another law. And shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relief with a roof, even a flapping one over their heads. Hope rises. Alright, and of course we also need to build a medical post first thing tomorrow. So I'm going to put none over here, add more over here. And steel was kind of depleted, so but I'll have some engineers work on the cookhouse. You know what? I'll put children there. Less engineers, more children. And let's put the engineers over on the wood because we need that wood. Alright, so another thing we need to do is exploration and industry. We need to start researching a beacon before anything else. Now, by the next day, temperatures will drop, which is not something ideal, but we'll have to work with this. So, alright. We need to build a medical post and employ engineers there. Alright. I'll be dead, Molly. Yep, the first group from our refugees finally arrived. First refugees. The first group is finally here. We were relieved to learn that the trail is still negotiable. They saw another group behind them who should arrive soon. I see. Now our hope will rise. Of course, it's good that we build a 6th tent so that these new people can live there. So now we have more people. So that's engineers, more people over here on the workforce. Get more people on steel over here. Child injured at work. A child got decided at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness. Scold this kid for being careless, or give this kid a day off. Child won't work For 24 hours. Yeah, poor kid. Just take a day off. We have enough people to man this place. Alright, so where was I? And we have researched the beacon. Now we need to build it. And as soon as we build it as possible, it's better to build it as soon as possible, I mean, sorry about that. Kinda got distracted. Resources. Alright, I need faster gathering. And we also need hunters. The beacon we've built. We're no longer lost and blind. For now, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us, surround Frostland. Alright, as you can see, now we can see ourselves. Now, I will not form a scout team and search the abandoned camp because I'll need it later. But now more engineers are arriving, which is very good. Oh, rather, engineers have arrived. Alright. I see it now. People are hungry. Understandable. I need to finish this place up. Alright. Now the hunters, they go and hunt at night and get us food. And our food situation is very terrible, so we'll need as much food as we can. Right, we need a gathering post over here. Just to gather everything in here. Alright, let's see if we can introduce another thing. Medical treatment, emergency fighting arena. No, I do not want this right now. But I do want to sign the soup thing as early as I can. Because I really need more food rations if I'm going to have to build a self-sustaining city, so. As you can see, we have employed children to gather. Now, why gathering posts are better? They are more efficient than just putting people together over here. Child labor. A protective mother. A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look the other way this time, but other might see it as unfair. Let her a day off. The child won't work. We won't make an exception. Yes, we cannot make exceptions. The moment we start making exceptions is the moment everything falls apart, and I'm not ready to let anything fall apart. We need 40 wood, and we do not have enough.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Alright, things are gonna get freezing, but we don't have to worry. Alright, now we're gonna have to worry. We just need the wood. Enough wood to research sawmills. Sawmills are gonna be pretty much important first thing because we need as much wood as we can. Can I add? No, I can't. Alright, I can actually. Yes, I'm gonna make one scout team. I'm just gonna to search the abandoned camp just to let you see how the scout, or you know what, no, these people, these are our people, so once they arrive we can, they will give us something to do. So I'm not going to start scouting right now, but I need to build houses, and I need to start gathering coal. So another gathering post over here would be appreciated. Now you see, every building should be connected by a street to the generator. Alright. Another group arrives. The next group of our brothers and sisters has joined us. They are relieved to finally see us and our duty. Here we can be free at last. In London we had to toil like slaves for a piece of bread. Alright, we need one more tent. Right now. But alright, let's do this. We need the... Alright. What law should I sign right now? Alright, I will not sign anything right now unless I need it. Right now I can employ workers over here. Now naturally I want to increase this over here. I would also like to have another hut. Right. Anyways, by tomorrow we should have this sawmill. And we are also gathering some from here. Alright, this is not bad. Wait, let me calculate something. So they 16 hours, 7 hours, alright. 12 hours, and these guys need 16 hours. Then 12 hours coming and returning. Alright, let's get to the abandoned camp. Alright, so you see we press on the scouts and tell them to go and embark on a place. They go and explore it. For example, from here we can see an abandoned camp, several ruined shacks. We can't see any signs of activity. I just want to demonstrate this for you. Alright, people are falling ill, but we are managing ourselves. Alright, now we have a sawmill. A sawmill will cut off frozen trees. So let's build this sawmill over here, and I actually want to. I do not have enough wood. Like once I gather enough wood, I will have to use it. Alright, double rations for kids. In the wake of recent child workers' accident, the parents argued that we could give working children double rations to make them stronger and help prevent injuries. That's a good idea. We'll eat double rations. No, we cannot afford it. Yes, we cannot afford it. I am sorry for that, but we do need the rations. And I actually need another hunter's hut. But for now, let us just do this. Then from here to here, build it over here. From here to here, build over here. Now once these are depleted, we are gonna fix this situation because this looks ugly, very ugly. But let's employ some workers over here. And let us start searching. Alright, so we need to start searching heaters and steam hubs because the weather is gonna get cold in the next few days. And our scouts have reached the place, so let's read. This camp belonged to the builders of the generator. Their shacks are falling apart. Here the search might provide steel and wood. Alright, so let's explore. Abandoned camp, builder's diary. We found scraps from a diary amongst the remains of the camp. Today we finished building the generator for the lords. Now, at last, we can set out for London to bring our families here to safety. Read the last entry. Poor dude. Now, the sites discovered are Hagman Hill and Barren Hollow. So we're gonna take the resources, and we can go here and here, but I want to go back to my city as soon as possible. Alright, now I'm gonna need more coal. So right after I finish with the heaters, I'm gonna have to research more coal. Another group arrives. Save our people. Missing children. Several families have reached our city. Unfortunately, some of their children got lost near the trail bend. They are distraught and beg you to help their kids. Alright, I see. Now we'll have to help their kids. The trail band is over here. So once our people, the scouts arrive to the city, they will embark over there. Now we need to house more people. And I need 2 more tents. I just have enough for 2 more tents. Right. Now I can build another tent, which is very good. And let's see if I can also build another hunter's hut. Put this over here. I want always to have a circular city building. Just no, wait, alright. Have this connect to this. Alright. So let's build it. Alright, so we'll send our people to the trail band to save these kids. I did actually test this beforehand, you might have noticed already. But yeah. Alright, so the weather will get worse before it gets better, so we need to think about that. We have none available at the time. What kind of people do we have? We have engineers available. Alright, so I'm gonna maximize our engineers in the sawmill and just add our workers over here. So what do I need? What do I need now? I need to research something. I need to start getting more coal. Right, so we researched heaters, incredible resources, coal thumper. Now a coal thumper, it's a building that pumps water deep into the ground so that coal could resurface. I'm gonna build one over here and this one will gather it. But let's use a heater over here so people don't get as sick. Oh, come on. Let's put heaters in gathering spots. Now, heaters consume more coal. And steam hubs. Steam hubs are like... Let me show you. These buildings that are like mini generators. These steam hubs use the power from the generator to create small areas of heat. Alright, trailband. A series of gentle rolling hills begin here. There's a makeshift camp nestled between two of them. Now that's alright. Lost and found. A shallow depression by the band shelters a group of our people. Their supplies fell into a nice crevice, and they made camp here to wait for help. The lost children wandered into the camp a few days ago. They're lucky we found them before they all starved. Now we can leave the refugees to their fate, that die alone. We can send them to our city or we can escort them, and I want to escort them because that's the safest and I need more people right now to work. I need to employ more people. This is who am I employing? Yes, no, not a single worker. I want more of these children working over here, but I want these guys to work on the huts. And the scouts have arrived safely. I'm gonna send my man back into an abandoned sawmill to bring some wood, probably. Missing children found. Captain, the group from the trail band has reached our city. The missing children are amongst them. Their parents are beside themselves with joy. See, now hope will rise. Alright. Now, you see, we have more problems, such as more sick people, more hungry people, and more people without houses. That's something I want to work on. First thing first, let's build more. No. Nope. I need to build better tents, more aligned. I dislike wasted space. Right, let's just build 4 more tents. Have another circle over here. Let's make a complete circle. No? Yes, like that. So we can build even more. I'm glad we used this soup because I don't have enough to feed everybody. But hopefully with this new hunter's hut I can.
Move! Time to get to work.
Now people are eating, which is good. We need another medical post. Let's place it right next to the workshop over here. Alright. So what are we gonna research right now? Regards to food. Yes, hunter's gear. Alright, so once these deplete, I'm gonna need to build a thumper. But I do not see a need for it right now, so won't be building it right now. Right, how much do we still have? We still need. We need lots of food. Lots of food. People are still hungry. But let's put people over here to work. Another group arrives. More than a dozen farmer people have reached the city. They look around and know. The generator is truly a wonder. To think the lords wanted to keep this place for themselves. See. It was a good thing we planned ahead to build these tents. We have more hungry people. Yes. But we can have more hunters. Right, this is the last hunt right over here. And yep, it has come full circle. I'm gonna have to work on this later on, but not for now. Cold homes, Captain. Some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensible point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and ask you to address this problem. Let's heat some homes. I need to heat 2 homes and keep them heated for 2 days. So let's try and go overdrive. Now you need to be careful when going overdrive, because if this reaches the top, the generator is at risk of blowing up. And we just have enough. Alright, good. I think we can safely build another gathering post over here, just to clean the place up. And as I was saying, if this goes up, the generator might explode. So you need either to send a child to fix it, because only a child can fit inside the generator. The child will probably die, but the problem will be solved. Or you can use a steam core, which is very rare. Yeah, which is very rare. Now let's keep it in overdrive. Let's see, does this let people? No, it doesn't. So let's not even bother. Alright. Abandoned sawmill. Indeed, it is a sawmill that has been used in a very long time. Everything is covered in ice. Not much left. There was probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it. But this is, sorry. I apologize. There was probably an outpost here years ago. An outpost is basically like a resource depot, not a resource depot, like a place where your workers will build an outpost to take resources and bring them back to your city. Outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it but this frozen sawmill. Let's take the resources and get back to our city. Alright. Now I think this video has gone long enough, I believe. So please, hopefully we will get more food rations by tomorrow. And I need more workers too.